Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing very well and welcome back to my channel, Your Favorite Eagle. Today I wanted to open with a new series, the DCS tips and tricks. I want to show you a few stuff that you probably know, 99% of you probably know, but still for that 1% who don't know, a few cool things to do with your jet while flying in DCS. Real pilots do know this, but I thought this might be very helpful. So for today's video, I want to show you how quickly you can find a SAM site using your RWR, the TEWS, in other words, and your TPOD together. Well, let me just click fly here, and I'm going to pause. Right. So what I'm about to show you, it not necessarily has to be on the F-15, which I'm flying the Strike Eagle. You're going to see majority of the time I'm flying the Strike Eagle, but it pertains to any jet. So the F-16, the F-18, as long as you have the targeting pod or the TPOD as an equipment, you can easily find your TPOD using the SAM site with your TPOD using the TEWS, the RWR. So a few things I want you to pay attention to in this video are actually two things. Number one, the heading that we're going to be flying. So in my HUD on the top, you can see the heading indicator. And on the right side, you're going to see three things actually. So the second thing is the RWR, the TEWS on the right side, and I'm going to turn on the TPOD on the left side. So let me just unpause here quickly, and we're going to set up here. So let me just move this away. Let me select the air-to-air radar and TPOD. I'm going to have the air-to-air radar and the air-to-ground on the TPOD. And here we're going to have TEWS and air-to-ground. I'm just going to set this up. What we're carrying today, just going to go quickly through the packs menu, are 4 Mark 84s, 2,000-pound bombs. I'm going to select the auto. Ripple single, quantity 4 and 20 feet interval. Oops, just went too far. There you go, 20 feet interval with a nose fuse tailing. Nose fuse program. There you go. All right. Now, let me switch between the screens. Let me just make sure that the Wizard guy has everything set up, which it does. And I'm going to pause right here. All right, folks, what I want you to look at, and pay attention in this tutorial, or a tip that I'm going to show you, is look at the RWR and look at the TPOD. Now, I'm flying on a heading of 040 approximately, right? 042. What my RWR, the TEWS, is picking up some needles. So we got this one needle of 10. That's an SA-10 site. So that's a SAM. On a heading, so if you look where its position is on a heading of approximately 025 or 030. Now, unfortunately, we don't know the distance to that SAM, but what we do know is the strength of the signal. So as soon as that number gets closer to my jet's position, that means the signal is becoming stronger. Now, we're flying the ANPG-70 on that F-15. More modernized technology has, newer radars have probably have the distance of all the needles that it's picking up on the radar, but not on this jet, unfortunately. However, what we do know is the direction the signal is coming from. So we know that the signal from that SA-10 side my radar is picking up is coming from a heading of 030, which is approximately 11 to 12 o'clock, closer to the 12 o'clock position. I'm flying on a heading of 040. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take control of my left MCD here in a second, and I'm going to slew my TPOD to the left of about 10 to 12 degrees to the left. And how we're going to know that? We're going to look at these numbers in the top, where PB15 right here, PB20, sorry. You can see that the push button 20 under it, there's AZ and the numbers. The AZ is the azimuth angle of my TPOD. So I'm going to unpause. I'm going to slew to the left to approximately 12 degrees because there's a 12 degrees difference between the SAM on my RWR signal and the heading that I'm flying. Let me unpause. I hope I made this thing clear. If not, feel free to ask me questions in the comments, but I'm going to repeat this a couple of times. So I'm going to unpause. Let me put the visor on because it's very, very sunny with all that snow and the sun right there directly at me. Going to turn on the master switch. I have full control of the jet. Castle switch left long. You can see those lines in the MCD. I have full control of the TPOD. So what I'm gonna do is, let me just increase the contrast here. I'm gonna slow it a bit down, and I'm gonna move it to the left 12 degrees, 10 to 12 degrees. And I'm gonna be looking right now, let me use the expand mode, and I'm gonna be looking at about 10 to 15 degrees to the left, which you can see AZ11L, which is left. I'm gonna be trying to find that SAM site. Okay, so let me just increase the contrast. Okay, that's the maximum, I guess. Yeah, it's about 15 degrees to the left. So we're going to be looking for, I think I'm going a bit slow. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going a bit slow. No, it's coming from a heading of 015, so about 30 degrees to the left. Somewhere around there, actually 20 degrees actually. And I'm just going to be looking somewhere right here. We should see the SAM site. Somewhere right there should be the SAM site. See if we can find it. Somewhere in that open field, we should find the SAM site. Oh, did I just see something? I'm climbing. Hold on, let me just stabilize. So we're in a heading of 035. The needle is coming from 020. So it's about actually 10 degrees. Hold on. Somewhere right here. Now I don't want it to shoot me. So let me actually... Oh, God. Oh, let me defend here quickly. Hold on, let me defend here against Sam. Now it's 90 degrees to my left. Trying to go down as fast as I can to avoid that Sam. I'm on full afterburners. And I don't see any trail too. Going all the way down, the signal is still there. Okay, so, okay, you see it disappeared from my TEWS? That means that the signal has disappeared from that SAM site. So let me go back up. Gonna turn left 070 here. Let me climb a little bit and let's continue searching. Okay, so now I'm getting the signal from about 360000, so about 70 degrees to the left. So I'm going to be looking about 70 degrees to the left. There it is, right there. Okay, and let's look for that SAM site. Has to be somewhere right here. Somewhere right there. Yeah. Let me just level off right here. Let's continue looking. Oh, did I just find something? No, I did not. Let me increase the contrast. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, it was really tough without this contrast. Okay, so is it about 350? The heading I'm 70, so about 90 degrees to the left, actually. Right there, 90 degrees. So we should be looking at something around here. We should be finding something. Maybe it's just not populating fast enough. Somewhere right there. So I just continue monitoring the TEWS. It's exactly 90 degrees to my left, even just a little bit more, 92. We're gonna continue working our TEWS. I mean our TPOD. Just gonna continue looking for the SAM site. think that is just too far. It's too far. Let's turn. Let's turn left a bit so we have that SAM site exactly 90 degrees to my left. You can see right here it's at about 320 on the heading, and I'm on a heading of 050. Okay, and we're looking for that SAM site somewhere along here. Somewhere in the middle of that field is the SAM site. Somewhere in the middle of that field. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's a bridge. I think I went too far. It's very hot in here. Okay. Somewhere right here has to be the SAM side. Let's keep on looking. Maybe we need to get just a bit closer. I mean, I see something in the middle of that field. I'm not sure if that's it. It doesn't look like it. No. Doesn't look like it. So I'm going to keep on turning. Let me actually turn just a bit closer to the SAM. Right there. This is 070. Somewhere in that field. It's about 300 or 360, 70 degrees, right? So 70 degrees, somewhere right here, it has to be the SAM site. Zero, no, more to the left. That's a bridge. Ha! I found it. There it is. Okay. So we're 0.85 degrees to the left, and about 85 degrees from my heading. So the SAM site is on a heading of 280, and I'm flying at 360. So approximately. So I just wanted to show you how to find a SAM site if you don't have any waypoints or any coordinates towards it. So I'm gonna, just in case, I'm gonna designate this, and I'm gonna mark it too. So I'm gonna click mark. So that's gonna be our first mark. Now I got full coordinates of, you can see elevation 1,000 feet 59. So let's do this again. Let's do the other way around. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reset. I'm just gonna turn right. We're gonna put my TPOD back to slew it back, looking to the front. There we go. I'm gonna fly at about a heading of 180, somewhere right there. Now the SAM site is on my right. It's on my 3 o'clock. It's exactly about 90 to 100 degrees to the right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slew the TPOD to the right. So you can see I'm gonna go full right about 90 degrees. So you can see by the azimuth angle 078, 090. Okay. And I'm gonna start looking for that SAM site. That's too far. Let me go about 100. There you go. My bag on the right wing. It's kind of in the middle of it. Let me see. There it is. You see, I found it. So let me designate this again. There we go. Target. Gonna zoom in. Gonna slew my TPOD right there. Now I'm gonna fly towards it. Now that I know where it is, So you see how easy it is to find the SAM site just by using your TEWS, the direction the signal is coming, and trying to find it using the azimuth angle on the TPOD. So now I'm actually going to designate, oops, there you go. I'm going to designate, let's go destroy it. There it is, the antenna is right there. So I'm just going to put my Mark 84s right in the middle. And I mean, at this point, you can close the window, but if you still want to see me going for that strike, oh, yeah, he's targeting me. Let me just go, let me go a bit down here. So let me not fly straight into him, but try to fly adjacent. Now, this is more for the F-15 guys. We don't have any harms, we don't have any magnums, but flying against an SA-10 site on an F-15, it's almost a death wish, to be honest. And we don't have any anti-radiation or jamming systems against that SAM site, so we're gonna have to just rely on a pop-up attack. You can see the signal is weak, so he's not seeing us. We're about 20 miles out, so what my idea of doing this is to fly low, about 6 miles to 5 miles. We're gonna do a pop-up attack, and most importantly, fly straight, not straight, fly fast, and I'm gonna try to fly adjacent, not straight into the SAM site. So I'm gonna keep my speed at about Mach 0.95, anything but above 500 knots. Okay, so we're at 17 miles. So you can see, because I'm using terrain masking, I'm flying low. He's not seeing me. Let me just turn on the AGL. There you go. So we're 260 above the ground level. Let me just put, say, 10 feet on the low altitude warning. Okay, so we're 14 feet. We're 14 nautical miles from the SAM site. Okay, we're getting a bit closer to him. 12 miles, 1 minute to release. Gotta try to get that mountain ridge. What we want to do is we want to pop up at least in the last 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds, and egress down right away. Put some flares out. We can actually use this mountain as an advantage. Hold on one second. So I'm gonna fly right under his radar. Try to get a bit. I'm gonna try to hug the mountain because I don't want him to see me. We're 6 miles out, 30 seconds for release. Okay, 20. I'm gonna come out of this mountain. He's gonna pick me up. I know that. He's gonna pick me up right after this mountain. So you know what? Oh boy, there it is. You know what? 15 seconds. Holding the pickle button. Pickle all 4. Egressing. Flares out. See if we get something destroyed here. And I'm egressing down, going high speed, 7 seconds to impact. Splash, good splash, good splash. And we just destroyed that SA-10. So he's still picking me up, but he's gonna... We did a good damage. S-300 against an F-15, folks. Well, we're Winchester, so we gotta bug out, but... Oh, he's still shooting me, that's fine. We did some good damage. Yep. Well, SAM site is destroyed. That's the most important thing. And we can start bugging out an RTB. Because we're completely Winchester. We have no munitions, nothing. Here's our base. But that's really about it, folks. There's really... that low altitude warning is just annoying. Oh, well, let me just reset this quickly. Oh, it's still alive, the bastard. It's still alive. Alright, Well, you know, we hit it. We did some damage. We tracked it. No, he's still shooting me, that guy. Okay. We'll try just avoid him this time. I'm trying to do some terrain masking, flying very low here. Flaring out. Some chop flare, and flying very low. Anyways, the whole point of this video was to show you how to quickly find a SAM site if you don't know if you don't have the targets, or you don't have the waypoint or the designated coordinates, using your TEWS and RWR. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching, and I look forward to hearing some of your thoughts and feedback on the comment section. And again, I mean, you can do this on any jet. It doesn't have to be the F-15, just something that I fly. But we'll see you in the next video. So long.